If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing Weather Report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Well, good Thursday morning. Taylor Platt here with a check on your forecast. Temperatures starting off in the middle 70s this morning, and as we go throughout your day, we will start to see those temperatures climb into the 80s to near 90. But you see here, there will be showers and storms to work with on your Thursday afternoon and evening. Multiple rounds of showers and storms are possible, even as we go into your evening hours. And then once we get into your Friday, we'll start to see temperatures starting off generally around that 70-degree mark, and then we'll start to see more showers and storms pop on up across the area. 7-day forecast looks like this. Widespread showers and storms expected over Father's Day weekend, unfortunately, with temperatures hanging on into the lower middle 80s. We do see the rain chances start to tick on down just a little bit as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, but temperatures will start to climb back up into the upper 80s.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. I'm so glad you decided to stop by today because I have the pleasure of taking you inside of the C. Wright Pinson Hospitality House of Nashville. If you're not familiar, this hospitality house provides low-cost medical housing and additional support to referred families and their loved ones receiving life-saving medical treatment at one of our Nashville hospitals. The 4 focus areas of the hospitality house include cancer, transplants, pediatrics, including the NICU, as well as trauma. Coming up, you're going to learn more about the 50-year history of the hospitality house, as well as the number of patients and families served in that time. We have a lot of information for you, and I also have the pleasure of introducing you to the Executive Director over the hospitality house now. Then coming up at the end of today's show, I take you to the Clarksville Hispanic Heritage Festival. In case you missed it, it was a great time where thousands turned out. I'll give you that exact number in just a little bit. But I promise you, this is going to have you wanting to make a trip to Clarksville for next year's festival. But first this morning, let's get a check of our headlines. The accredited private nonprofit institution, Herzing University, will expand its national presence with the opening of its 12th campus in Clarksville. The university is known for its career-focused degree programs. Herzing University will open its new campus at 2691 Trenton Road. Additional online programs span healthcare, behavioral health, IT, business, and legal studies. Enrollment is now open. The Lawrence County community is pausing to celebrate Agricultural Week and the farmers who feed and sustain the community with feathers and foundations, focusing on poultry producers. This year's theme, the power of poultry, and it highlights one of Lawrence County's most robust agricultural sectors. According to the 2022 Census of Agriculture, Lawrence County ranks second in Tennessee for both layer hens and pullets for replacement. The county's commercial poultry industry is anchored by 80 farms. Lawrence County's poultry producers are said to be leading the way in agriculture. Back to school bashes will start happening soon. Coming up on June 21st is the Houston County Back to School Bash in the Aaron Downtown Square. There will even be a water slide in the park beginning at 3 o'clock. Everything will really get going around 4 and run till 7. Houston County students must be present to receive free school supplies that will be handed out. Be on the lookout on other back to school bashes and many other stories just by going to mainstreetmediatn.com.
Busy bee, yeah, busy bee. If you need
Hold on, y'all, hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
833
bee, oh, busy bee. Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy bee, oh,
Now
busy
ready,
bee.
guys.
Call 775-7833.
Deep in a forest at Nashville Zoo, new creatures here for you to view. Phantoms graced in black and white swing high in trees of dappled light. In rocky crags, tall and steep, small antelopes with nimble feet. A wise old man with beard of white, a sentry perched on stony height. Amidst it all, a hunter lies, with coat of gold and steely eyes. A new adventure just for you. Leopard Forest at Nashville Zoo, opening June 20th.
I am blessed to be sitting here inside of the C. Wright Pinson Hospitality House of Nashville. This is a sanctuary for families who have a family member going through a life-saving measure at one of our area hospitals. To share more about celebrating 50 years here of the number of families they've helped, we have the Executive Director of the Hospitality House here. We have Angie Stiff with us. First off, Angie, thanks for sitting down with me, or letting me sit down with you.
Oh, no, thank you, Stephanie. I greatly appreciate it. We're super excited to talk to you today and really just share our story, share about what we've done for 50 years here in Nashville.
It is remarkable, and you've spent since 2013 seeing the day-to-day operations here, meeting the people that are coming in that need this hospitality house. Start off by sharing what happened 50 years ago to make this right here today a reality.
Back in 1972, Ricky Beasley was in a terrible car accident here in Nashville, and there were 5 other teenagers in the car with him. One young lady was killed, which was just devastating for the community back in 1972. And so Ricky spent about 6 months in the hospital. And during his time in the hospital, his mother, Nikki Beasley, of course, was by his side, caring for him and trying to nurture him back to health. And so during her time at the hospital, she started to open her eyes and look at other people around her. And what's really amazing about that story is that she lived here locally, but what she noticed and what really opened her eyes was there were other people coming from all around the state of Tennessee coming to Nashville for medical crisis. And so during her time in that 6 months, she noticed that people were sleeping on the floor, sleeping on the couch. They were doing laundry in the sinks in the restrooms. They were eating out of the vending machines. There was just no place really what I call for basic human needs to be met while she was in the hospital. So over a 2-year period, she enlisted her sister-in-law, Ann Crenson. And so it took the 2 years for these 2 ladies, and I love to hear them tell the story. They really went around and would talk to anyone that would listen to them. They started talking to the mayor and the governor and churches and the hospital staff. And so they just really started this crusade to talk about the needs of these families while they were in the hospital, that they needed a place to go to for respite. They needed a quiet place to go to meet, again, basic human needs, to have a home-cooked hot meal, to do laundry, to have a warm bed to sleep in and clean sheets, just to be able to rest and recover so that they could go back and care for their patient. Now, one thing I will share today, Stephanie, that's very fascinating, even in my 11 years here, is that over time what has happened is we now have about 80% of our families here as a patient. So we have transplant patients that stay here with us, cancer patients that stay here with us, and maybe even burn victims after they've been released from the hospital. So we are now serving patients and the caregivers, which that has really transitioned over our 50-year time, which really makes us really even more of a respite for these families and what we do in our mission. When we have a room that opens up, we will call you and then you can check in.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I have to ask you, what do you hear from those that are staying here? What do you hear from them?
Oh, it's so heart-moving, honestly, and emotional. I wish everyone could come and hear the stories that we hear and the thankfulness, the humility, and the kindness. I love to tell the story that people walk through the front door literally as strangers. People come from all across the country. In fact, this year alone, we have already served 18 states within our country. And just this year alone in 2024 through August. And so when people walk through the doors, they walk in as strangers, but they leave friends. And so you hear so many stories of people being grateful. They're humbled by everyone's kindness. And again, it's just magical being part of this this home away from home, from all levels, and the guests that stay here. They could not make it, most of them could not make it or survive being in a medical crisis without having a wonderful place to stay.
Let's talk about celebrating 50 years now.
Yes.
How did you celebrate 50 years of serving those who need it here in the area?
Well, actually, since I've been here 11 years, I've been planning this for about 5 years.
Have you
honestly.
really?
Yes. Yes, we have. And so just all these ideas. So one of the things, when you think about being in a home away from home, and anytime you go through any type of crisis, what's really the center for all backgrounds and all walks of life is food,
yes.
right? And so food is the crutch, really, of even the kitchen is our center here. And so we actually produced a cookbook. So we have a wonderful cookbook that we did for our 50th anniversary. Yes, so we're very proud of that, and it took us a very long time to do that. And the recipes are from donors and board members and guests that have stayed here through the years, and volunteers. And so we did a cookbook. We did a 50th anniversary video, which really encompassed 50 years of history, and with our co-founders, and Dr. Wright Pinson is in it, and just we interviewed our guest, and so it's very moving, wonderful video that we produced. And then we had a huge party in April that was our 50th anniversary gala, and it was a huge success, and we even had fireworks. It was just fantastic. And so we've done and on our actual birthday, July 22nd, we had a birthday party here, and so that was also fantastic. And then today we are celebrating also our 50th anniversary. We are having an open house today where we've invited all the hospital staff to come in, our board of directors, we have a young professional board, and our foundations and grants. So we anticipate about 200 people or so to walk through the doors today. We're serving lunch, we're doing tours, and we hope to just celebrate today a remarkable milestone for any nonprofit, actually, to celebrate 50 years. But the fact that we started really as a grassroots organization, and we've grown into this beautiful, very successful nonprofit is just amazing. And so we want to celebrate that today. And we'll continue to do things throughout the year.
Is any final thoughts from you, Angie, before we finish out?
Yeah, I always want to take the opportunity to invite your viewers or anyone interested to contact me. I will give you my direct email. It's Stiff, STIFF, at hhhnashville.org. To please email me if you're at all interested in volunteering, if you're interested in just helping out with our guests that are here, anything that you may be interested in, please contact me. I always invite people to come for a tour. This is a remarkable place. We're very proud of this place, and we're very proud of the work that we do in serving these families in great need. So many wonderful stories I could share also with the families that we serve. It's just amazing.
It's such a pleasure to meet you. And again, thank you for what you do. The Executive Director, Angie Stiff, here at the C. Wright Pinson Hospitality House of Nashville.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Being in Tennessee, we wanted to try to keep it as local as possible, so we have an entire section of our menu that is just dedicated to local whiskeys like Uncle Nearest, Jack Daniels, of course, George Dickel, Nelson Brothers, Greenbrier whiskey, and all of our taps are all local. From 2 o'clock until midnight, we've got food every day for you guys. A good handful of appetizers, some entrees, and a couple salads and things like that. My name is Ethan Kanata. Please come down and see us at the Pick Lobby Bar here at the Omni in Nashville.